Hey, welcome back to Mary's Cornwall Bakery. I'm Sailor. You could call me Mary. Today I am going to make chocolate fudge. One of my favorite recipes. I make it all the time. It is literally the best. So this is what you're going to need. 1 2/3 cups white sugar, 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk, 2 tablespoons of butter. Bring this to a boil. Then stop stirring. Turn it down and let it simmer for 5 minutes. Do not stir. Turn off the heat and add 3 cups of milk chocolate chips, 3 cups of marshmallows, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir that all in until everything is melted. Pat it into an 8x8 pan, and then you let it sit for an hour or so at room temperature, and then you can cut it up and devour it. It's delicious. Here we go. So in this pot, I am going to put my butter, my sugar, and my evaporated milk. Stir the butter along the bottom of the pot to get it melted quickly. It does not take long to boil. I used to make this fudge all the time at the bakery, and there was a student from one of the local schools that would come by and buy as much fudge as he had the money for and take it to the school and resell the little squares of fudge that we had made up. So that tells you how good it is. So your butter should be all melted in, and at this point it's not going to take that much longer to boil. I like to use a wider pan. You can use a pan like this if you like, but I find the heat is a little bit more even and you get a better product. So when you see it starting to boil, stop stirring it and just make sure that it is boiling the way you want it. A stirred pot never boils. Okay, that's boiling there, so I'm going to turn it down. You can see a beautiful boil. Just going to turn it down and let it boil for 5 minutes. If I can get it turned down. Ooh, mackerel. This little guy is being fussy today. There we go. So 5 minutes. I used this kind of chocolate, milk chocolate. You can use dark chocolate. I've even made it with butterscotch chips and add a few raisins. That one is really, really good. So we will just wait for this to boil. It's 5 minutes. Okay, it has been 5 minutes. It's kind of mesmerizing watching the bubbles, the sugar and the butter. It's kind of cool. Okay, so now we are going to add 3 cups of marshmallows, 3 cups of chocolate chips, and it's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You can't go wrong with a little extra vanilla. And then I'm going to stir that all in. There. And you just stir it in till it's all blended. It smells delicious. I love this recipe. Just keep going. The chocolate chips, especially the milk chocolate, will melt first, and then your marshmallows will follow. Watching me stir is kind of like watching paint dry. A little muscle into it. It seems like you're not getting anywhere. Just slow down and give the marshmallows some time to melt. And then I'll stir in. Almost there. Almost there. I'm just gonna let those marshmallows melt a bit. I'm gonna move this. I just have a tin plate here. You would think I would have all kinds of pans having a bakery, but I don't actually have a small square pan. We use mostly like the upsized pans or round pans. We don't normally use that size, so I just have a couple just for this. Just for this. There you go. You can see it's mostly melted in. A few more seconds. If you're impatient, you don't want to wait for the marshmallows to all melt fully. You can leave some of them as like a little swirl if you want. That's a-okay. It's your fudge. There we go. Alright, everything is happily mixed in. So I am going to put it into this pan. I have it lightly greased, but I do have parchment paper on it as well, because then when it's all set, then you can pull the fudge out. So I am just gonna take this, pour it all into the pan. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. Clover just had that hankering for something chocolate, but this will do the trick. This will definitely do the trick. There we go. That in sync. Now, because this is hot, I'm not going to stick my bare hand right in there. I'm going to put on a glove and just kind of flatten it evenly. There you go. All flattened in. You can still see a little marshmallow swirl, and that's okay. You will never buy another chocolate bar. So I'm just going to let that sit and let it set for at room temperature with milk chocolate, maybe a couple hours. If you put it in the fridge, it's going to be hard to cut, but it will set faster. So you can even leave it overnight like this, just kind of cover it with another piece of parchment paper. So yeah, I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. Okay, we are back. I have let my fudge sit. It's nice and hard to the touch. And I'm just going to take it right out of the pan. The trusty parchment paper handles. And we are going to slice it. That is nice. It actually kind of has a cool design on the bottom from the pan. So however much chocolate you want. So normally I kind of do, I think it's a 5 by 5. But however you like, some bigger, some smaller, in case you want a bigger piece to start with, and then when you come back to it, you want just a smaller piece. There you go. Probably the best fudge ever. I swear, you will never buy another chocolate bar again. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.